So here's an interesting one about a father and husband who's definitely in a bit of hot water right now with some of the people in his life after discovering or finding pretty solid evidence that his wife was cheating. And after hiring a private investigator, got videos and pictures, and sent the evidence to everybody he and she knows, including his own kids, little kids. And as you can imagine, his wife, who now wants to divorce, is having a freaking meltdown over this whole thing, him sending that evidence, but also with his kids. And he's debating and wondering, did he go too far? Is he the a-hole for showing the kids the footage? Titled, Am I the a-hole for showing my children the reason why their mother and I are getting divorced? And a shout out to Isaac for sending me this short story. He says, I tried to post on Am I the a-hole, but my post was deleted before anybody could reply, so I posted it here. I'll try to keep this post short. My wife, a 32-year-old female, cheated on me. I'm 35. She'd not been married since she was 22. Smack! Why on earth would you get married at 22? Are you out of your mind? You couldn't wait a little longer, bro? A little more, get to know her a little bit better? Clearly you didn't know her very well. And I thought our marriage was perfect. We have 2 children, both boys, 7 and 6 years old. Little kids. And she ain't just cheating on the husband, she's also cheating on the kids. I had my suspicions because she started coming to our house 40 minutes late after work. This lasted for 3 weeks until I decided to find out what was going on. Pay attention to her actions. I hired a private investigator who got photos and videos of her with her lover, her coworker. So I decided to take revenge. I sent those videos to her mother, who has terminal illness. I don't want her to die thinking her daughter is an angel. I sent those videos to her friends, to my family, to her boss. Since at work they have a strict rule of no relations between workers and the lover's wife. Holy crap, he is going to town. Now here's the question I want to know. Exactly what is going on in the videos and pictures here? I mean, did that private investigator just get pictures of them, like, was pictures of the wife cheating in the car? Like the guys there, like the investigators with binoculars and the video camera zooming in on them in the back seat of the car, like making out and rolling around. Did he somehow, I don't know, install cameras in the guy's house or who knows what? And how graphic are these videos? It's one thing if they're making out. It's another thing if like you got videos of her with, her servicing that guy, if you will. My kids were at my parents' house before that happened, and she was working. I asked my boss for a few days off, and that's why I was able to do all this during the work hours. Then I showed the video to my kids of her mom and her lover and told them that because of her, we are going to get divorced. Of course, they didn't take it well. They cried and hugged me. I will take them to a shrink after I divorce my wife. We live in an at-fault divorce state, so the fact that I have proof of her infidelity will help me in the divorce. So, a lot of people, as you can imagine, think he went too far. That, he should have just told the boys in terms of controlling the narrative, because you got to control the narrative, guys. Your mom was cheating on me, and this is what it means, and all that. But mind you, they're 7 and 6 years old, for goodness sake. And a lot of people think he went too far, actually showing the graphic evidence. Personally, I think he could have tried Plan A, just telling them, and then maybe Plan B, the video footage, if it went that far. But this is his choice. Well, watch this. I will admit it, I was not the perfect husband, but I never did anything wrong for her to cheat on me. Why did she do it? I don't know at the moment, and I don't care. Bro, truly the best husbands in the world get cheated on. So, you can't win. After all this, my older brother approached me, and he and I spoke privately. He told me that I was an a-hole to my kids. He understands my desire for revenge, but that I traumatized them by showing them the videos and talking to them like that about their mother. I told him that it was my wife's fault, not mine, but he told me that. He said he understands mine, but he thinks that I should have waited a little bit before telling them. We argued about 30 minutes, and my brother told me again that I was an a-hole. He's my brother, he loves me, but he thinks I was being cruel to the kids. Well, something like this you're going to get a lot of opinions on. End of story, especially when it involves children. But at the end of the day, this is this guy's marriage, and this is how he decided to handle it. And I'd be like, bro, you may not like how I handled things, but that's just how it went. And you can support me, or we got nothing to talk about, certainly for the foreseeable future here. Because I'm going to get through divorce. This ain't going to be pretty. I need people on my side here. Okay? Fine. Duly noted about how I handled it, but I need you on my side, bro. Are you on my side or not? And yeah, the kids don't want to go mom and dad through a divorce, but remember, who's the villain here in this story here? The wife. That happened 3 days ago, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it, so am I the a-hole? If you're wondering, my wife has tried to contact me and talk to me and the kids, but they don't want to see her, and neither do I. From what I know, she's staying at her sister's house. He says here also, I forgot to say that the reason I told my kids and showed them the video is because I don't want their mother to try to blame me for the divorce. Ding, ding, ding. In my head, I had to show them the proof that I wasn't the bad guy, and that is why I showed them the video. Well, still, I think he could have told them what happened, and then if she tried some bullshit, well, okay, here you go. But regardless, what's done is done. A guy has to control the narrative here, but no matter what, still, he's the fucking villain here. But let's not forget what she's been doing. And it's probably going on a lot longer than he's known, you know. But again, back to getting married at 22, that's fucking nuts. Notice they had the kids, obviously, later than that. It wasn't like she was pregnant at 22, and that's when they got married here. Now an update. They said several people asked me for an update, so here we go. Also, many of you think my story is bullcrap because it's not original. Truth be told, that made me laugh. What? You expect me to say that a unicorn came down from the sun? Believe me or not, it's your problem. I won't get on my knees so you believe me. Look, you're going to get BS stories on Reddit. Clearly, it has to happen. But a lot of stories, it's the old truth is stranger than fiction. This doesn't seem that hard to believe here, guys. A wife cheating her husband? Gee, that's not like that's never ever happened in human history before. And a guy gathering proof of that, guess what? That happens too. And showing everybody that he knows the proof. Again, so what's so hard to believe? Yes, my wife cheated on me. I got proof, and I showed my proof to the kids, and they knew I was not the bad guy in a divorce. At least in my mind, that's the short version. A few days after posting this story, my wife asked me to meet her in public. I knew that sooner or later I had to talk to her, so I went there, the park, and the conversation lasted about 2 hours, but this is the most important things. Why is he meeting with her? At this point, he should have, obviously they're in the same house and everything, it's fucked up, but he didn't mention anything about seeing a lawyer. He should have also, at the same time, hiring the PI, hire an attorney. And that attorney would probably say, yeah, I'd watch what you say. My wife told me that because I sent the proof of her cheating to her mother, who has a terminal illness, her mother was devastated and disappointed with her, and I told her it was her fault, not mine. No, honey, don't blame me for your mother who's terminally ill. That disappointed you. You're the one that has ruined this marriage. Don't put it on me. She told me that her ex-lover's wife lost the baby. I forgot to say that his wife was pregnant because the proof I sent to her of her husband cheating on my wife, I told her that's not my fault. Again, it's your fault. She lost the baby. You think the wife who's about to have a child with this cheating husband would want to know if her husband was doing that. And talk about it takes him being a scumbag to a whole new level given the fact that she's pregnant. But again, no, it's not his fault. But see, you can see why this guy sent the video footage to everyone, including the kids, because he knew that she'd try to blame him right here. So this is only proving why he did it. She told me what many of you said, that she could press charges against me for sharing those videos with others. The videos are cheating, that I could lose custody of my kids. Yes, biologically they're mine. I did something that I'm not proud of. I emotionally manipulated her. And I cried because although it may not seem like it, all this really left me emotionally shaken. I cried, told her it was her fault and that I felt cornered, and she cried, and we cried for 20 minutes until we were able to calm down. Smack! Dude, I get this is a big mess in your life, and I feel bad for you. But no, don't let them see you cry, because that shows weakness. And now she knows she can get you. And then going on the whole revenge PORN thing, well, that's debatable in terms of what exactly qualifies as PORN as opposed to simply just evidence, because he doesn't specify what the PI had in that video. If it was just them making out at the park while they're feeding some ducks, that doesn't seem like revenge PORN to me. But if it's video of her with his hot dog in her mouth, well, that's different. But even still, and different states have different rules, that type of thing. So we talked and came to an agreement. She will keep the house and I will move out. She'll have custody of the children, but I have the right to visit them as much as I want, whenever I want. She didn't lose her job because apparently her dad is friends with the boss. I know that legally this is wrong, but all things considered, this ended well for me. I won't shake things up more. I don't know if her ex-lover kept the job or not, and honestly, I don't care now. Smack! You were doing so good. What kind of good deal is this? She gets the house. She was having the affair. You have proof of it. You said you're in an at-fault divorce state and she gets the house? And she's going to have full custody of the kids and you can visit whenever she wants. I hope you get that whenever you want, you get that in writing. And she's not losing her job because of the connection with the dad, even though it sounds like the job is a zero tolerance policy towards those type of things. What kind of fucking good deal is this, my man? Honest to God. Unless you really spooked him with the whole I could press charges against you for the whole revenge PRN thing. That's debatable. What the fuck? I'm currently helping my wife rebuild her relationship with our children, little by little. They promised they would try for me, and I decided to take them to a shrink now so that the divorce will be less heavy on them. So yeah, that's the update. Is this original enough for all of you? LOL. Well, this started off so well with him, understandably, getting a PI to gather the evidence. And people can debate and everything about the whole sending the video to everyone, but I got no problem with him controlling the narrative. And I got no problem with him sending the footage of her cheating to everyone. The whole little kid thing, because they are 6 and 7 years old. Maybe he could have told them, and then if it got push came to shove, then he had to show them. But again, what is in those damn videos and pictures? That we do not know. It's a mystery. But it sounds to me like he got emotional and caved, let her scare him about the whole like illegal thing. Here we go with the sirens, always. And he caved. So he was doing so well until all that. So now she's got the freaking house, got the custody of the kids. How do you know she's not going to get revenge on him at the last minute? Be like, nope, never mind. You can only see the kids at Christmas and Easter or something like that. So I wish this guy the best. But anyhow, guys, I want to hear what you think in the comment section about what he did. Do you think he went too far sending it to her mother who's terminally ill and the kids and all that? Let's hear what you have to say.